Welcome back to another episode of Create Arcane Engineering. Today, we're finally going to be building the sawmill. I've laid out a few things here and there. I've gathered the resources, and the tree farm has been working great. So, I guess let's get on with building. With the various limited resources we have. And of course the multitude of workbenches, which I'll bring a bit closer. First things first, lay out the foundation and get to building. And there we go, the foundation of the sawmill. Now let's just get the floor in, so we have an idea of which levels we're building at. This will be hewn dark oak and nailed spruce. And there we go, some nice floors. Now to fill in any gaps like this. And have a nice area like there. And with all the gaps filled in, we can finally start working. Oh, there's one more gap. On the timber frame of the building. They'll give us a good judgment of the height we want it to be. And there we go, a kind of pillar timber frame outlining where the walls will go. And now let's do some light detailing. And place the basic bricks everywhere we want them. Add some interior walls. And let's grab our framed blocks. and a few other things. And there we go, some nice steps into the sawmill. Being sure to finish the map. Time for some slopes. And perhaps a few other things to make the door just look that tiny bit better. There. It looks slightly better. Now let's go ahead and get a roof from this, or at least the outline of one. And now we know how high our building is going to be. Probably going to do a cross beam around there and make that like an attic space. Now it's starting to get somewhere. I probably do want to mix up some things a bit. Time to get some more framed blocks and polished inside and get to work on some slight details. And let's get some nice acacia behind it. And yes, that looks good. With that, let's get the framing up as well for the bigger tower building. It's starting to come together. Time for the roof of that building, which is going to be... Do I want a pointy? Nah, I'm just gonna make it an A-frame. With a bunch of slopes. Yeah, the tuff works nicely. Has an in-between layer between that and wood, probably. It seems I need some more brick, so let's go on an expedition and grab some. And unfortunately the expedition was unsuccessful. It seems the only factory nearby was that one and one about 1,000 blocks that way. So we're gonna have to do some recycling. And probably make this side panel out of wood. At least we have 2 complete brick walls and a nice facade. Though unfortunately we cannot complete the back one. That's going to have to be something else. Very likely wood. What kind of wood? Acacia. Unfortunately, I'm all out of resources to build with. There's quite a few things that need to be done. We need a lot of acacia, which this building should produce once the terrace farms are up and running, and we'll need a lot of deep slate, which we can get via, well, also having a lot of mechanisms and making a drill wall, which will drill all the resources we'll need. For now, let's get this sawmill up and running. I want a assembly line for the mechanisms here, and the sawing to happen around here. So these resources from our farm will come in via this wall. Let's poke a quick hole in the wall. And place a quick belt. Making a gigantic belt, which would absolutely destroy any TPS I have, we're going to do a little trick with a weighted ejector. Which is where the brass funnel comes in, very useful. And there it is. No giant belt, just one weighted ejector. Which we'll bring to here. Place a couple of shafts, make sure there's a trapdoor on it. And from here we'll start sorting the things we do and the things we don't want. And since I was out of resources, I went ahead and found another old factory with the explorer's compass. Also, I came to learn a pretty neat trick for defusing the many explosives underneath the factory. The trick is, claim it. If you claim the factory, nothing can explode. Well, things can explode, but just one TNT. As you can see, no damage done to the structure, and we're completely safe to loot it. I'll be right back when it's completely looted. And there we go, almost every block I desire taken out. Though I did find this interesting spell. Self-glide extend time, but it does harm, delay, harm, delay, harm. It sounds negative and beneficial. Well, it sounds negative and beneficial. So let's take a look. Which way shall we go? Back towards base. Seems like a good idea. Which would be north, east, south. Kind of southwest. Ooh. I'm not sure if I enjoy this strange flight mod. Or whatever mod causes me to turn. Yep, I'm definitely going to disable that mod. And here we are again, back at base, with a couple more resources than we had last time. Which will be somewhat useful, finishing up this wall here, with bricks. But we were working on the sawmill component, which shouldn't be too hard to finish up. We'll just need, well, andesite casings, because let's cover that up. So, I probably should wrench it a bit, so it'll get sawed. Yeah. And there will be stripped logs. Then they'll get sawed again. Into planks. Now there's also the only thing else fall into planks. Nope. And then at this point it'll be slabs. Seems complex, but it's quite simple. Let's go and grab some wood. Throw it on the belt. And we'll need some chain drives to hook all these up. They should have enough. And to get some power into that. And there you are, another Starbuncle wheel. And get this factory rolling. That's the wrong direction. And I forgot that. Saws need a different direction. Which will mean a lot of gearboxes. Be sure to set your filters. And there we go. Now you just get power into this. And there we go. The items come from the tree farm via this, get filtered, and then the excess gets dumped into this chute, which should have some lava beneath it. And the mineral longs will go via here, get sawed, depot, saw, depot, and into beautiful slabs, which we can then turn into kinetic mechanisms with alloys and saws. Luckily we can get an eternal saw. But unfortunately that's all the time I have for this episode. We finished up the sawmill mechanism and made a small start on the sawmill building. In the next episode I'll definitely make an iron farm, which a friend of mine, Howister, has designed. Oh well, has made me aware of. And perhaps a few other things. Since we're going to be working with villagers for that iron farm, a villager breeder and villager trading hall wouldn't be amiss. Anyhow, this has been BDR. This has been Create Arcane Engineering. Be sure to like, subscribe and comment and all that, and have fun. Yes, finally, a step closer to fully automated kinetic mechanisms.